What's up, everyone? It's Sid, and I want to yap at you. Today we're going to talk about what's new in my life, hot topics, politics, things going on for community initiatives, music, fashion, and all that good stuff. I think I'm going to do this on a bi-weekly basis. We'll just sit down and we'll chat. So first, let's just check in. Because I don't know if you're anything like myself, but I've been going through it the past couple months. I was so looking forward to the new year. I had so many ambitions. I was feeling so good about this new year. And then things kept going wrong. I got news that someone in my family has cancer. And then in January, I went out to dinner for my birthday. When I came home, my cat unexpectedly passed away. So that hasn't been fun. And then I got sick, and then I cut off part of my thumb, but it grew back. I didn't think it was gonna grow back, but it grew back. I cut it while chopping onions on a mandolin. It wasn't anything exciting, but it was really gross. And then all at the same time, while I'm going through things, my community, everybody in my friend group, my family have also been going through a lot of hard things such as loss, breakups, and other fucked up shit. So everybody's been going through it. And if you're watching this, I hope you haven't experienced any of these horrible things. And if you have, I'm giving you a virtual hug. Now that it's March, we had 2 months of just absolute sadness. I'm starting to feel a little bit like myself again, starting to feel that creative kick. There have been some good things that have happened. Like I said, my thumb grew back. Hey, I got a raise at work, so that's cool. I'm almost done paying off some debt. Hell yeah. I think one thing that's really helped me get through all of this darkness, because let's not forget, also, the news has been dark with ICE, with the files, with war going on. So I've been spending a lot of my time kind of off the internet, just grounding myself, seeing people that I love, surrounding myself with my friends, getting out into nature, enjoying the nice weather while we have it in Chicago. I really need to go touch grass. And I'd say it's helped me a little bit. I mean, we can't go back in time and fix some of the dark things happening, but we got to keep going. So if you're going through something, please take some time for yourself. I know sometimes that feels selfish, but truthfully, none of us are very helpful if our mental health is all fucked up. So take that time you need, heal, come back when you're ready. All right, to start this off, I put hot topics as our first category. Ooh! Megan Fox has been posting on Instagram again, just looking so hot. But one thing I will say is, of course, she is a gorgeous, stunning human. But I always enjoy watching interviews with her. I think she's smart. I think she's witty. She's kind of got that dry sense of humor. I like that she's a witchy woman. Look, I bought this book, Moon Spells, because of Megan Fox. I wish Megan Fox would start like a YouTube channel where she just talks about spirituality and zodiac signs. She seems really well versed in that, and I love a hot witchy woman. But she's back on the internet looking amazing, as she always does. But I just fucking hope to God that she leaves MGK. Like, I hope that they are not together. He's a loser. He doesn't deserve her. But I see him in her comments. I'm so glad I made a baby with you. I'm so glad I have your phone number. Leave her alone. I bring this up especially as a hot topic because I've also seen a lot of my lesbian and bisexual friends in Megan Fox's comment section being like, Megan, please give me a chance. And maybe that's what Megan needs. She needs a girlfriend. Okay, another hot topic. This is kind of old, but I have some commentary because I'm concerned. I'm concerned with the viewers of the internet. Now, I don't really follow this person. I did in the beginning, but I'm about to talk about Michaela Niguera. I think that's how you say her name. I followed her early on in the TikTok days because she just seemed authentic. I really liked that she was just kind of a normal person reviewing makeup, and I just found that to be charming. So I watched a few of her videos in the beginning, and then, she got very famous, and I kind of fell off. But I will say, I see all the time, no matter what this girl does, I know she's going through a divorce, but people are so unkind to her online. Like, if you look at the comments, you would think that she had, killed somebody. Like, she had done something heinous for the amount of online hate that she gets. People are just constantly calling her ugly and making fun of her and ripping her down. And I get it, like there's people who think that she's dishonest, that she does things for clickbait. But it's one thing to think somebody is honest and does shit for clickbait and you don't like them, so the appropriate action is just to scroll past and like not watch their videos. It really makes me concerned with the level of comfortability that people have with online bullying because they think people deserve it. Like there are so many people that I don't fucking like on the internet, but you will not catch me like tearing somebody down and being disgusting and hurtful in that way. And I think it's one thing to call people out, we can criticize people, we can question their behaviors. That's one thing entirely. But to feel so comfortable just bullying another person, I will never get that. I will never get that. All right, now I want to talk about music that I've been listening to, things that I've been on repeat. And in this segment, it might be music that's new to me, or I'll even just say like, hey, I've been in this kind of mood, and maybe something that I've just been listening to for a long time. Most of the music that I'm saying, except for one band, is all like new to me, and I'm excited to share with you. I'm sorry, I do so many hand motions. Sometimes on my TikTok videos, people will be like, I don't like that you talk with your hands. Tie them behind my back then. I don't know what to do with these things. And my friend just made me these nails, so I'm feeling extra, you know? All right, I'm done. First band, I feel embarrassed to say that I haven't heard of them before because it is very much up my alley. And I consider myself to be someone who is quite familiar with a lot of new music that comes in, but I hadn't heard of this band at all. I'm disappointed. The name has not come across my desk, but the band is Dying Wish. Y'all didn't tell me about Dying Wish. I'm kind of mad at you guys. You should have told me about Dying Wish. A front woman with amazing vocals. Big fan. Also, I feel like women are definitely really taking over hardcore lately because I also came across Showing Teeth. I just love badass women vocalists. Another band that I've been into is Spiritual Camp. I just think they're really catchy, fun, punk music. You can dance around to it. And lastly, that's been on repeat kind of, Panic at the Disco, A Fever You Can't Sweat Out. They release the demos. Now I need to make one thing clear. I wouldn't say that Panic at the Disco is one of my favorite bands. I can't say that. But A Fever You Can't Sweat Out is one of my favorite albums of all time. That album is so good. It reminds me of my childhood. It still holds up today. It's catchy, it's interesting, it's different. And the funny thing is, my friend had the Panic at the Disco CD, so we would always listen to it at her house. But I remember I tried to illegally download it, and when I got the album, it was the demo version. So I remember being like, oh, it doesn't sound anything like the album version that my friend has. And I had like all these different versions. Like the song Time to Dance, I was obsessed with that song. It was one of my favorite songs, and I had the demo version. So when they released the demos, oh my God, I haven't heard them in so long because I listen primarily on streaming platform or YouTube. It's the album version. So the demos just kind of completely slipped my brain until it was announced, and I was transported back in time. My favorite demos are Time to Dance, of course. There's this part. Never knew how to fucking say this one out loud. Kamisado. I don't know. There's something that just seems more angry about this version. You know, the song's about Ryan Ross's dad struggling with alcoholism. So I feel like the demo version really puts that like almost anger behind it. So I like that. London Beckoned My favorite part is in the last chorus, they have group shout. I love that. They should have kept that in. Nails for breakfast, I just want to like spin around and listen to that. Like I just want to spin. So yeah, thank you for listening to me gab about Panic at the Disco. I'm so far out of the game with this shit because my camera keeps overheating. I was on my hands and knees looking for the dummy battery. Let's talk about fashion, one of my favorite topics, and what's new in my fashion world. So fun thing that I did recently is I went to a DIY punk fashion show. That is right up my alley. Originally, the event organizers reached out to me and asked if I'd like to be a designer in the event, which I would have loved to done, except they had reached out to me maybe only like a week before the fashion show. And I'm too neurotic to put like a whole collection together in a week while working a full-time job and doing my other bullshit. So I'm hoping they'll do it again so I'll be able to be a designer. But I went as an attendee and it was so much fun. If you're interested in seeing any more details, I did a little YouTube short about it, but it was so fun. And I just want to use it again as an opportunity to say like, get involved in your local scene, in your community. I think it's so important to see other individuals who are like you come together with similar passions and hobbies and beliefs about the world. I myself am a shy and anxious person, but I went out there, I talked to a bunch of people, I met a lot of designers and models, and it was so fun. So try to get out there and talk to people, even if you're shy, even if you're anxious. I think the good thing about community events, like I said before, is it's a lot of like-minded individuals, and when you're surrounded by a lot more like-minded individuals, you'll find that there's a lot of really cool, friendly, nice people out there. So put yourself out there. Don't be afraid to go to any of your local community events. It's a great way to meet people. And because a lot of you know me primarily for my DIY videos, my DIY fashion videos, I wanted to take an opportunity to talk about some projects and things that I've been really into. I want to take an opportunity to highlight a really cool DIY tool. I don't know, it's not a tool, it's a paint. But I've been working on a lot of projects with this specific paint, and I feel like if you're an avid thrifter, this paint is a game changer. And that is leather paint. I believe the brand that I like to use is pronounced Angelus. But one of my favorite things to do, just on a basic level, is to go thrifting. And imagine you're thrifting. You see probably so many cool shoes with potential that you probably just wouldn't wear because you don't like the color. They're like hot pink, chartreuse. And so I always have a bunch of black leather paint and black leather dye. In case I find shoes that I like, I could just change the color, and it's so easy to do. And it also works on pleather too. But here are a pair of shoes that I made with leather paint. I completely recolored the shoe into this bluish gray and did leopard print, and then I made the boot straps out of repurposed belts. And I have a tutorial on how to make something like this if you're interested. And similarly, I thrifted a red pleather jacket that was in amazing condition, except, I have red hair, so I'm not wearing a whole lot of like red jackets. I just clash too much with it. So I'm doing the same thing on this jacket, like the boots, except I'm also going to add a fur trim around the rim. So keep an eye out because I'm going to post a video on the complete transformation. All right, I'm going to rant at this portion because we're talking politics. So for each category, I try to pick like a theme or a topic for each thing. And when I got to politics, I deep sighed because it's almost like, where the fuck do I start? How do I pick just like 2 talking points? There's just so much disturbing things happening with war, with the files, with ICE. It makes me very upset. It makes me very sad that this is the world that we live in right now. And I think I struggle with the idea knowing that there are people out there who don't care about this stuff, who don't care about families getting ripped apart, who don't care about children getting bombed. It all disturbs me. But I have a segue in what I would like to do going forward, because I think the only way that we can change the world is you have to be the good that you want to see in the world, right? But I want to make one thing perfectly clear about me. Pro-gay, pro-trans, pro-woman, pro-immigrant, pro-abortion, anti-racism, anti-war. I have zero tolerance for hate and bigotry, zero tolerance for any of that shit. This is a channel about love, about progress, about caring for people. I don't care if you're religious or not. I want to build a community of people with good morals, people who actually care about other people. Okay? All right. So I think about my frustration with all the bad that I see going on in the world. I go, how can I make a difference, right? What can I do as one person? I think we all start to feel that way. I think a big thing, a big puzzle piece, and I hope it's redundant in what I'm saying because it's something that I truly believe in, but we need community. We need people to come together and to organize and to take the appropriate right steps in the things that we want change. We need to take action. And so let me tell you what I plan to do. It's only going to be relevant to people in Chicago, but you can take my idea and you can do it anywhere else. And I hope you do. I was thinking about starting a group, a women's group. Sorry, I wanted to be a women's group. And my idea is we meet at the beach. We talk about what we're going to be working on that month. We're going to have a couple initiatives. We plan what we're going to do that month. We do that thing later in the month. But then the rest of our meeting, we just hang, we talk, we get to know one another, we build friendship. I want my group to be about friendship, community initiatives, and education. Community initiatives, let me give you some ideas of what I think. We all come together and maybe we make a plan. Maybe it's okay. Let's fundraise for somebody in our community who needs help. Maybe it's we're gonna go pick up trash along the beach. We're gonna pick up trash in the neighborhood. We're gonna feed the homeless. We're gonna go prep meals and give it to people on the streets. Community impact. We make a plan, and then later in the month we meet and we do it. And maybe my group gets so big that we can do a couple different things or bigger things. But you know what? I think small steps count. You gotta be the good that you want to see in the world. I also would love to have like an education component to my group because like I know how to sew. So I can teach a lot of wonderful people how to sew. But maybe there's somebody in my group who knows how to garden. I would love to learn how to garden. I don't have a green thumb. I barely had a thumb, you know? Until it grew back. But that's my plan. But I hope you do the same. I hope you get some of your friends together, get some people in your community organized. Let's make a difference. Any little small step in making a difference is so important. And lastly, I thought like I could end on a Sid's recommendations. Just sharing things that I like, things that have been working for me, things that have really changed my life around. I only have 2 recommendations, and they're both kind of health related. Let me give you the scoop on Taebo. Yes, I have been doing Taebo, and you might be wondering, what the fuck, Taebo? Like those movies that my mom would do back in the early 2000s or whatever? Yes. I have been watching vintage Taebo videos on YouTube. Let me tell you how I got there. In 2026, I just made it my overall goal to take my health a little bit more seriously. It's not a bad goal to have. And I've just started to want to work out more consistently. I want to work out just to be a stronger version of myself, a more toned version of myself, a version of myself that looks like I could kick your ass. I want to look strong. I'm scrolling on TikTok, right? So I have my health goals in the back of my head. I come across a video, one of those TikTok videos that was like, what is a workout or an exercise that you swear by that you saw quick results? And I was curious because, hey, if I'm going to start working out, who doesn't want to get quick results? I want abs stat. And all the comments, bring it in. The comments were all saying, Believe it or not, it's Taebo. I've been doing Taebo and I saw results in a couple weeks. I'm like, what? I'm thinking the same thing as you. Taebo. I'm intrigued. I start looking into it. It jogs my memory. And it looks like a workout I'd like because it's like quick, it's high impact. It look like I like fast workouts. Like I don't want to be like taking my time. Like I kind of want to go and get it over with. And I like cardio. Like I prefer cardio. If I get to kick and punch, that's an added bonus. So I was like, all right, you know what? Regardless if I see results quick or not, like I'm intrigued by Taebo. I swear I've only done it for 3 weeks. And let me tell you first, Taebo is fucking hard. I don't really understand the way that these people are like kicking their legs into the air so fast. And this is even, I've only done like, there's 2 beginner videos. I've only done those 2. I've only done the beginner. And these people are still like donkey kicking over their head. Like 1, 2, 3. What the fuck? But I do it and I desperately try to keep up. I'm like practically doing the can in here. Like da 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 da. Trying to get my leg up over my head. I struggle through it. I will say it does become a little easier and easier. Surprisingly, I feel like I get my leg up a little higher, a little quicker. But for a good portion of this, I was holding on to a chair. But I swear to God, I've only done this for 3 weeks. 3 weeks, 40 minutes in the morning. My pants are too big now. All my pants are too big. I was like, what the fuck? What's going on here? It's the Taebo. So if you have any fitness goals, and I don't know, like I'm not saying anybody needs to lose weight to feel good about themselves. I don't want that to be the message here. So if any of you have any fitness goals, give Taebo a try because the girls weren't lying. But it's hard as hell. My last recommendation that I've been really into, dandelion tea. Dandelion tea, read the benefits. It's really, really good for you. But I feel like sometimes, because I love salt so much, I can get a little puffy. And I think dandelion tea, when I drink it, it helps with water retention. So I feel like it makes my skin look really nice in the morning. And I don't look so puffy. And it's good for you. It's like good for your heart and shit. So check out dandelion tea. All right, everyone. Thanks for sitting and listening to me yap. I'm excited to do it again in another 2 weeks. Let me know your thoughts on any of my ramblings in the comments below. Let's chat. Let's have community. Go out there and do something good. Make me proud. And I'll see you next time.